Hello, I'm former Congressman Trent, and it was my profound honor to represent you in the United States Congress for 15 years. I was so privileged to serve in many different capacities, but perhaps the most significant was that of being chairman of the House Subcommittee on the United States Constitution. This was a position once held by renowned Christian statesman Daniel Webster, who's someone I've always held to be a noble American hero. And he very famously said, "Hold on, my friends, to the Constitution and to the republic for which it stands, for miracles do not cluster, and what has happened once in 6,000 years may never happen again. So hold on to the Constitution, for if the American Constitution should fail, there will be anarchy throughout the world." Now, I believe America and her Constitution to be miraculous gifts of God to the whole world. And I'm seeking to return to Congress because I believe, like so many of you, that the survival of the American Constitution and the very rule of law itself is now at stake. It crushes my soul to witness this insane ideology of woke stupidity and Marxist anarchy casting a dark shadow across America. And when I see this evil weaponization of government becoming the primary political tactic of Joe Biden and all of the other left-wing lunatics across the country, whether it's against Donald Trump or anyone else, it enrages me. The lunatic left has become devoid of conscience, and they have lost their minds. And I've tried to prepare myself for the personal smears or sensationalist attacks the left-wing media or my opponents may have in store for me in this campaign. It's never easy to ignore them, but it's happened in every political race I've ever had. So the best I know how, without attacking my opponents personally, I'm just going to try to do as I've always done, and that is to stick to the issues and tell you, the voters, what I truly stand for, with the hope that you will do what you've always done, and that is to consider the critical issues and my voting record carefully and make the best decision for this country. And to those of you who have supported me and voted for me in the past, may I genuinely just thank you. You were there for me, and I was there for you. And together, we truly made a difference for this country. Consider all the things we got done together, whether it was in the areas of national security or nuclear missile defense or border protection legislation, or fighting jihadist terrorism, or standing with Israel, or protecting the innocent, or guarding parents' rights, or school choice, getting the right justices on the U.S. Supreme Court, or adoption, or victims' rights, or economic growth, or protecting veterans and seniors, or protecting the Constitution and your constitutional rights, or so many other things. Now, the Biden administration has been committed to ignoring or destroying all of it. But if you will now send me back to Congress, my voting record, my sometimes painful congressional experience, and the profound advantage of returning with 15 years of already accrued congressional seniority, these things all give me a tremendous advantage over what I would have as a freshman to make the vital changes to restore America in the very short window of time that is now upon us. Most of you know that we are in a war, externally and internally, to save this country. And the prize that goes to the winner is our children and future generations. So may we all just beseech God and unify as Americans like a ring of steel around the principles of our Declaration of Independence. Like those noble souls who risked everything they had to sign it. May we all ask ourselves the same question today that John Page asked them. Do you not think there is an angel that rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm? Ladies and gentlemen, God Almighty is still indeed with us. His angel still rides in the whirlwind. And by His grace, for such a time as this, we are going to win America back in 2024.